Hey, what's happening, everybody? We haven't not seen you in quite a while, but we're
Yep.
back this Sunday evening for one of Old Wahine's thrift hauls. I'm your one host, Jason.
I'm Peg. Hi, gang. It's good to be here.
What's going on, everybody?
Always fun to do this. I got a lot. I can hardly move in this office. So we have a lot to share with everyone tonight. Thank you all for joining us. As always, it's always fun to be here and be with the gang. You know, I enjoy these. I still look forward to it every time we do it. That's
Good
for
to
sure.
see everyone in the chat. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, I see we're building up there. I have nothing exciting to report. Baseball stinks. You know, yeah. It's just. Oh, thank you. I got nothing. I got nothing. My health is okay. You know, I'm hanging in there. And what have I been doing? I've been traveling a little bit. I've been doing some things, and soon I'll be in Vegas with my kid. Yay!
That's right.
I can't wait.
Woo-hoo.
You want to tell them where you're taking me? That I might puke.
Where am I taking you that you might puke?
Well, you said. I even bought my wristbands.
Oh, yeah, we haven't fleshed that out yet. To the Sphere, right? That you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. Go see the movie that's in the Sphere in Las Vegas. I've seen a concert there. It's absolutely amazing. It will ruin concerts for you anywhere else because there's 160,000 speakers in the Sphere. And so no matter if you sit in the top row or right in front of the bass player, everyone has the same sound. It's unlike any other venue you've ever seen a show in. So
I'm excited. Yeah, Mama
it's impressive. Then when they do the movie, if you speak Chinese, you sit over here. If you speak Spanish, you sit over there. If you speak German, you sit over there because they control each speaker. This is the German section. They're hearing German. The Chinese section is hearing Chinese. And so very cool thing that no one's started to talk about replicating yet, but it is amazing.
I can't wait. That'll be fun to do. Looking forward to that. That's for sure.
Thanks, Polly.
Thank you, you guys. It's good to be here. I did turn 82 last month. Hey. One more check.
Mom's old. Yay.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm still trucking. Got my shots in my knees. My knees are in good shape, so I'm on cloud 9 right now.
We are not walking the strip. It's too hot.
Oh no, not in that kind of temperature.
We are driving from place to place.
Big Daddy, he's okay, guys. He's struggling. You know, he's definitely using his walker now all the time. So but he's doing his best. I have to say this: he's still out there mowing the lawn. He shouldn't be. Oh, what can I say? You can't
take the keys away.
Yeah, I know. Well, that won't work.
Why not? I can't start the mower without the keys.
I know. Exactly. But we do have a heck of a haul, so we should jump right in, huh?
Yep. So we'll do scores first because Mom and I have had some great scores.
Okay.
So let me switch the graphic here to school.
All right. Let me get out my sheet right here. Okay. Yeah, we had a really good May, very good month of May for us, which was nice to see. You know, for a while there, I kept saying, "Where? How come it's so slow? How come it's so slow?" And then all of a sudden, everything broke loose. Okay, these rotary telephones always bring good money, everybody. If you happen to come across them, especially the colored ones. This is actually orange. It might look a little red there, but it was actually orange. And I bought it at one of our local little thrifty deals here for $25, and I did sell it for the 125. So that was good. But the red one does usually bring the most money. Orange is right up there. The avocado green is very good as well. So. The beige one, not so much, does bring money if you buy it cheap enough. But the other colors, I was watching a movie last night, Jason. Here's a tip. Imitation of Life. Lana Turner, Sandra Dee, from a long time ago. She had the rotary phone in pink. I have never seen a pink one.
Yeah.
I know. So if anybody should come across a pink one, I'll bet it's worth some big bucks. So there you go on that. Okay. I'll give Dad the credit on this one. We actually bought the chair and the ottoman, but we decided to sell the ottoman. We wanted to keep the chair. And so we spent $26 on the ottoman, and we took a best offer on that one for $130. So for an ottoman, Jason, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's great.
I know. So, and you know me, I never pass up my TV trays, everyone. These here cost me a whopping $5. and sold them for the $59.99. Still sell well. Guys, I've sold a lot of TV trays over the years, as a lot of you know, and to this day they still sell. So don't pass those up. That's one of my tips for tonight. Is don't if they're cheap, and most of the time they are. Most of the time they're not very expensive when I see them. Okay. Okay, and the MASH DVD set that I paid $10 for, and I sold it for the full price of $49.99.
Greatest TV shows of all time.
Oh, best finale ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Okay, this was an auction item that we ended up paying. We did pay a couple of bucks for this one, guys. We paid $57 for this. You like my video?
Yeah.
Not too bad. Had to get the fingers in there because we had to,
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Sometimes
you gotta to make it work, open and close and all of that.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. But we did sell it for the $175. Paid $57, sold it for $175. So I'll do that every day. I like that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too hard to take, that's for sure. Okay, Costco chairs. Costco chairs are still good. We have done well with TV trees and show. Oh, good, Kevin. I'm glad to hear that. These again are still good sellers, you guys. The Costco step stools. I only paid $5 for this, and I took a best offer of $65. A little awkward to ship, but we did. We did ship that one. Us and our biggies. Okay, we were at a thrift store we just happened to stumble on, and these were down on the floor. Don't forget to look low. Like Jason says, he looks high, Stacy looks low. And I looked down there, they were on the floor. He did have, he had 25 bucks on him. That's what it was. He had 25 on him. And I said, would you take 15? He says, yeah, I guess I could do that. And we sold them for the 125. They were in very nice condition. Very nice condition.
Nice.
Yeah. So those were good.
What? You sold water skis? Shut up. I do not believe it.
How can that be? In fact, I don't think we have any left to sell. Oh my God. How can that be? Yeah, this was a slalom water ski that we paid $10 for. And we took a best offer of 80 because we'd had that one for a while. So we decided to take the best offer of $80. So that was still decent. You see, my backdrop is my garage door. That's about the best I got for that one. Okay.
All right. So I talked about in the group. I think I made a post about Buffalo Exchange, which is a curated secondhand store, has a sale every Earth Day for items for $1. Items for $1 that didn't sell, usually because they mispriced them. So this was a pair of panties, basically, booty shorts from Rihanna's line called Fenty, and paid $1, sold for $25. And,
Nice.
and I'd already made profit before we started selling the bulk of them on eBay, doing trading in back to the same company. So $1.25, almost like a Peggy quarter. I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
all right, so this is from my old collection. I used to collect the Martians like I collect tikis nowadays. And we've been cleaning out tubs and boxes on both houses and found this. And I think it was $39.99 when I bought it new back in 96.
Yeah.
And it was only listed for like maybe 2 weeks. And I sold it for the full asking price of $250.
Nice, Jace. Very nice.
It's 2 weeks from July 4th, or 2.5 weeks, and someone bought my Christmas record that I had listed before Christmas last year, and I have sold in the past 2 weeks. I have sold probably 5 different Christmas records and CDs.
Wow.
Now, I love Christmas music, but never once when it's 109 degrees out and July 4th is around the corner, thought to myself, I should go buy Christmas music right now. Never had that thought in my life.
No, me neither.
But thanks. And this one was mispriced. I only paid, this was kind of a box set. It had like Christmas cards, a record, a CD, and some other stuff. And they only priced it at $5.99 in the record store. So I have no idea what they were thinking, but thanks. I appreciate it.
No kidding. Woohoo. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I took a best offer of $65 on this one. Hukilau is always a good brand. So there is the Hukilau brand right there. But what was nice was the Monstera leaves are neon pink and blue and stuff. And that isn't all that common. But yeah, it wasn't listed that long, maybe a month.
Yeah, that's really good looking. I like that, honey.
Good Hawaiian shirt score.
Yeah. What happened? Are you there? Um, it looks like Jason froze up. Can you guys hear me in the chat? I don't know if it's me or if it's Jason. Anybody? Okay, let's see here. I don't know. Not too sure. Okay. Yes, Peggy can hear you. Okay, Jason is frozen. Okay. No, Jason. All right. Okay, he's going out and coming back in, gang. I think that's what we're trying to do. Isn't that funny that he would freeze up, not me, in my little Podunk Township where I live? That's for sure. So he'll be back in a second. I am very sure of that. Very sure. Let's see. Let me look. Let me look. Okay, we're doing good. We're getting there. Something must have happened. Don't tell me I got to run the show all by myself. I could do it. I could handle that. Just to go and show you guys everything. I couldn't show you the rest of the scores because he has all that in his computer. So I will have to hopefully see that he gets back in. I'm surprised it's taking so long. That's not like him. Well, let's see. What else can I tell you guys? I could start showing you some stuff. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, Kevin, you're right. The shoe's on the other foot. Because how it just never happens with him. It's always my end, for sure. And I tried again not too long ago, gang, to get better internet service. We just can't get it. We just can't get it out here. We're still with this rinky-dink company. It's just maddening. Okay, let's start with a couple things here. Okay, just in case. Who knows how long before he comes back in here? Oh, see, he's sending me a message. Here's my phone. Let me see what it says. He says, "Keep talking. I'll be back soon." I'm talking. All right, I'm going to start showing some stuff. Okay. This is a great set of melamine dishes, you guys, with oranges on 3 of them and limes on the other. And I paid, where's my tag now? Did I already lose it? I paid, yeah, this was at our local Cancer Society. I paid $2.50 for the whole set, and I've got it up for $30. Okay, so that's that. All right. Let's see what's next here. When I just bought this at the same place at our just a really cute chipped up set in the Hawaiian shirt, and that's attached. Sometimes they don't come attached, the chip dip part. And I paid $4 for this, and I've got it up for $22.95. Oh, can you hear me, Jace?
Yeah.
Okay, because I just showed 2 things. I thought, well, we better start showing.
I mean, unlike me, I lost the internet, so that is not.
Oh, I was telling the gang. I said, "Oh, it happened to my kid, not me."
I know. It was just also. I could still hear you talking for a second, and then I was gone, and then I was like, "Oops."
And then I asked the chat, was it me that was, they couldn't hear, or was it you, and vice versa?
Yeah.
And they all said,
All right, hold on, I'll get back in here real quick.
Yes, I can tap dance, shuffle ball step. All right, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to continue? We want to go back to our scores?
No, we'll go back to the scores here. I'm working on.
All right, very good.
Okay, so I found 2 from the 90s Hunchback of Notre Dame t-shirts a while back. 2 different ones, and they were still new with tags. So there's the one, there's the back, Living on the Edge. There's the new with tags. They were 18 originally, and I think I only paid 10 each for them. And I just sold the second one finally for $126.
Nice.
So keep your eyes peeled for 90s Disney t-shirts.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
Vera said, "Just made it here." So did I.
Oh, hi, Vera. Nice to see you, honey.
Okay, so I bought all these awesome Scottish plaid pants, and I had not noticed that they had all been hemmed to a very short fat person. And I'm not saying that meanly. I'm just saying round and short. Because there was a 40. It's a 44 41 waist and a 27 inseam. That is very
Oh,
short.
yeah, very short.
And so I was like, I mean, I'm sure there's people this size, but will I get the money back that I really wanted? And I've been selling them. And then a customer said, can you put these 3 together in one lot for me? So I paid $30 each, and these 3 sold for $225.
Oh, that's nice. Good score.
Yeah. So I was very excited when those came into Buffalo Exchange.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Mom's got a pay by number coming up. Mine's not as exciting, but I did sell a little horses and kitty cat for $35.
Never have seen that one, Jay. Never.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So mine
Nice.
wasn't exciting as Mom's coming up, but I still sold one. Let's talk records. So this is Trapeze. This cover doesn't really have this red bar on it, but I had to cover up all the boobies. And so even if the music's not good, boobies tend to sell no matter what you got. But this was a rare album, especially with this cover, and I did sell it for $160.
Nice.
So, we're going to talk about flipping media in a little bit here, and that just shows you there's crazy money out there. Hey, what's this, Mom?
Well, Mom's pay by number cost me 33 cents, and I sold it for the $74.99.
Nice job.
There was the ones I found at a estate sale that were in the garage on the floor. One of those crazy things, how you stumble on something, and that's just about what I did. I almost stumbled over them the second day. Okay, yeah, these were great. We found these in an antique shop, everybody. Antique shops don't know everything. And I paid $25 for that and sold it for the 99. And we bought 2 that day, and I sold one at our tiki event for $125. So we made out really well on both of those lights. They're great. If you see these cheap enough, everyone, another tip, don't pass these up. These always bring good money. Always.
Yeah, I just sold my grapes, my gorgeous blue ones, for $250.
Oh, yeah, those are beautiful, Jace. Just beautiful. Yeah. Yep. Okay. If it hadn't been for my son, I would not have known. We were both looking at this estate sale that's in my area. And I told Jason what we were looking at, and he said, well, Ma, you kind of passed by one of the best things in the auction. And little did I know, this type of TV is the type of TV that the gamers use. Because
the old school gamers, they want this Sony Trinitron to play their old school video games on.
You got to have, the red, white, and yellow plugins, because the early games, that was what you had to have to hook them up. So I did pay $120 for it, but he sold it for $375. So and he came. The guy came to pick it up. He only lives 6 hours away.
That's how much these TVs are wanted. And guess what? I just pulled out of a little room in my house. I have a bigger one of this.
Ooh.
And it was the last model they made. So mine's worth like $600.
Sweet.
And I got to sit by the front door ready for I got to list it. But yeah. I feel that'll be a quick 600 for me too.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't believe. Yeah. Because I thought he was near Pittsburgh, but he was near Harrisburg, which is almost at the end of Pennsylvania. So he had a long drive.
All right, Mom. I've been quiet the whole time. You have so many things you should be pic collaging. What a boring first photo. But if you would have done a pic collage with this as the second half.
Yeah, you're right. I've done a few lately on the stuff that I've been
listing. Come on, show the good.
But I didn't do that one. This is by the Bombay Company. A lot of you know that we have sold the butlers from the Bombay Company back in the day. And this was a CD holder, again, that Jason gave me the tip on. I paid $30 for it, and I sold it.
She wasn't going to get it. And she goes, I want to deal in more big things.
Yeah, I know.
Dad happened to hear me, and he goes, well, let's get it.
Yeah, and he was right. I mean, and this guy drove from Youngstown, Jason, so he was about an hour away.
Yes, good point, Lisa. Harrisburg is in the middle of PA. My folks live in Cleveland, so it was a heck of a drive.
Yes, it's far. It's a haul, So yes, this was in a bunch of clocks that we bought at an auction. I ended up paying $7 for that guy, and we sold him for $175. So that was good.
Sell that TV. Get yourself a thin one. You make a lot of money.
Yeah.
The 4K TVs right now are so cheap. So cheap.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not using it to game, get rid of it and get yourself a new one. Well, I've had this forever. It was in my basement. Every now and then I go through the basement. It's been sitting there for 25 years, Jason, since we've been in this house. Not displayed or anything. This was a brick from the old municipal stadium here in Cleveland. I'm not even sure what I paid for it back in the day. Maybe $10. I'm not even sure, but I did sell it for the full price of 125. So you never know. You know what else I found in my basement, you guys. You've seen it over the years. This is a mid-century modern gravel art, popcorn art, guys. Use both words when you're describing these. I got another set actually up for sale. I paid $25 for the set, but I did sell it for the full price of the 125. And she was
Nice.
very, very impressed with my packaging. I said, "Oh, good, that's good. Nice to hear. Always nice to hear."
Bam.
Okay, yeah, this was our biggie. This lighter by Frank Sinatra is so tiny, folks. It will blow you away how
Well, here,
small
there
it
it
is.
is next to a quarter. So
Yeah,
you really get, and hey,
really, really small.
too much
Yeah.
background. Get in on your subject.
Yeah, I should have gotten closer on that one. Well, I
Yeah.
didn't do it. Dad did. Yeah,
Yeah, but
Dad
you
did.
can crop them.
Yeah, that's true.
It ends with you because you're listing.
Yeah, I could have.
But look how
But
tiny. That is the
yeah,
tiniest lighter.
but we paid $144 for it, but we sold it for the full price of the 575. So, that was big for
I think
us.
I helped you with that one too.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'm gonna have to give my son a lot of the credit here because
Oh, and I made the video for him with Frank
oh
in the
yes.
background.
Yeah. You did do that. So that was cool. That was cool. So yeah, so we had a very nice month of May for us.
Good job. All right. Who's a big fan of the Insane Clown Posse?
Oh wow.
This was hanging at the record store basically across the street from my house in Tempe, and they had 350 on it, and I had traded in a bunch of crap and got a lot of money. And also when you accrue points, you can take half off. So it showed 150. I had points enough to make it 75, and then I used trade from crap to pay for it. So essentially, no cash came out of my pocket.
Right.
And I sold for the full asking price of $350.
Boop, boop.
And then someone in my group told me I probably didn't do enough research and I could have sold for more. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Especially when it comes to music stuff. Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I like clowns. I do not like the Insane Clown Posse.
Gotcha.
Anytime you find 5,000 piece puzzles, they tend to sell quite well.
Oh.
The ones that are like 30, 50, 100, 350, not exciting. But a 5,000 piecer, I took a best offer of $60 for this. Found it at Savers for like $3.99.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Found this at a director's house who was returning with his husband to Spain. And he directed low budget horror movies. And he had all kinds of cool stuff like this Freddy glove. I did take a best offer of 125. But
Nice.
again, you got to be creative with your videos.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's really good.
And I'm playing some music from the soundtrack to the movie. And that is how you sell products.
Very nice. Awesome.
That's how you use your videos. You should be using your videos. All right. I was at an estate sale where I bought 5 Patrick Nagel calendars for like $8. And I've sold 2 already, both in the $50 range. So made quite a bit of money on that.
Ooh,
they were all, everyone but one was sealed. And so what you do when you do calendars, when's the next year or two it's going to repeat? So this calendar is definitely going to be for next year. So someone's getting ready.
Nice.
Okay. We are in a vintage store that we filmed in for Thrift Hunters way back in 2013 in Phoenix. It has since moved locations. We still love the store, but they have this back rack that everything's $5. And so as the season changed to almost summer, because this was about a month ago, they put all their sweaters on sale for $5. And they were all 80 sweaters like this one. And it took a best offer of like $122 for this. So I bought 5 sweaters for $25. I sold the first one for $122 in June. But as you can see, it was sold in euro. So it's going to back to Europe.
Cool.
Going to Europe. And it still had its original tags. So $5 had the Talbot tag on it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
wow.
Made in Hong Kong, went to Europe. So
yeah. Woo.
You got a cool sweater? List it now. Speaking of Bombay butlers, I had the dog, Sir Hawthorne, and I took a best offer of $300, and he just sold two or so weeks ago. And I have another Mr. Hawthorne to sell. So The coloring's different on the coat. It looks like they're individually painted. And so I just got to take fresh pictures and then I can click relist.
Very nice. Yeah, you've done good with your butlers as well. Yep.
Okay, so before we get into the haul, I want to talk about my upcoming class, and it's a really easy website to go to get signed up. FlippingCDs.com. Oops, I didn't mean to write in all caps, but it works. So those of you taking my classes in the past, it was definitely time to redo the class because so much has changed from what's hot in CDs to what platforms have died, which have kind of risen. And if you look around the internet, if you look around Facebook, there are articles everywhere how CDs are back. So let's back up about 15, 17 years ago. Vinyl made a comeback. And vinyl is, everything's being released in vinyl nowadays. And then about 10 years ago, cassettes came back. And so, everything old becomes new again. And now CDs are back. And it's crazy. These young kids went from, we're streaming to, I want physical products. And I've seen, I was at Record Store Day, Mom, back in April. And I pieced together what had happened in the store because I was in the line outside the store. A little black kid, about 8 maybe, had befriended this white woman in the store, apparently, because when they both came out, they both compared notes that they got what they wanted. So here's an 8-year-old kid holding a physical record, and it was Taylor Swift. That's what I love about this whole story. And he was so excited to get it. I'm like, what 8-year-old has a record player? But that's what's happening. Kids want the old school media, every bit of it. Yep. So my class is going to be an hour and a half. Then we'll do some questions. I don't have the website up. So let's put the website up so you can see it. Thought I had it up. There we go. Boom. Class is $47, but I'm going to show you $70 CDs I sold, $200 CDs I sold. You find one good CD, it pays for your class, and everything else you find after that is just pure profit.
That's right.
And also, so it's Tuesday, June 24th. So it's a week from this coming Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. West Coast. If you can't attend live, still sign up because you'll get the replay in your email either the next morning or 2 mornings later once it's ready to go. And there is a VIP option. So when you go to sign up, it'll ask you if you want the VIP. The VIP is to jump start your flipping CDs career, or if you're already doing it, to enhance it. You're going to get 3 things from me. You're going to get an extra hour of my time after the webinar's over. So basically from probably about 10 to 11. So you can bring all the questions you got. Secondly, I'm going to give you lists. I'm going to give you, I think, 6 lists: rock, R&B, rap, soundtracks, comedy. And in those lists will be 25 of the most common out-of-print CDs that you can flip for money. So I'm giving you a list by category, alphabetical. So even if you know nothing about music, you can at least take your list and go look for them. That's what I did with Stacy, and really well. And then for those of you who really get into it, I'm going to send you a Google map of all the best record stores around the country. So no matter where you live, you're probably going to be close to one. Or if you travel, anytime you travel, work, pleasure, look at the map. Oh, I'm in Minneapolis. I'm going to Electric Fetus. I'm in Vegas. I'm going to Zia Records. So I'm going to show you where all the spots are. So you don't even have to, you ain't got a Google search. I'm going to give all that to you for $19.
What a deal.
All right.
That's fantastic.
Oh, good, Kathy. I can't wait to show you. And people have been asking me, hey, how's it different from the one, I think it was 7 years ago now? Almost 100% different. We're going to go over some of the same aspects because there's going to be new people, where to find it, what to find, how to list, how to sell, that kind of thing. We're talking about bolos for sure, and how to use this in the field. You don't have to know anything about music, but if you have a phone and can read that phone, you can make money. And you don't got to go hog wild. I'm going to show you a couple of mom sales. Or some people have jumped in like me, and just have thousands of CDs and cassettes listed at any time. Yeah, so it's been 7 years since the first one. So yeah, get signed up. It is flippingcds.com. This will pay for itself in one good find. Because, for instance, if you found Metallica, Master of Puppets, which the common normal one is worth about $3, but I found the gold one in the common ones mispriced for $10, and I took a best offer of $70. So if you signed up for my class and the VIP, this one find would already cover what you spent.
Can't hate that.
Even better, if you found this one, the Misfits 12 Hits from Hell. Oops, I cropped it wrong. Excuse me. We'll do that. And that. There we go. This CD is $200. It's the greatest hits of Misfits, Mom's favorite band. But look at this. You would pay for the class, the VIP, and double what you put over $100 in your pocket. So if that doesn't get you excited, because these CDs are out there, the list I'm going to give you for the VIP, and if you make your own list from the bolos I'm going to share on screen, both other people's bolos and my bolos over the last couple months, right there, you just have this working list of things you can find, even if you don't look anywhere else.
Yeah.
All right. And we're definitely going to dig into buying at record stores, because you're probably thinking, well, shit, Jay, record stores know what they're doing, and they don't. And I know way better. That's why I'm going to teach you. And yes, you can find things at garage sales, estate sales, moving sales, and of course the thrift store. But whatever you find there is going to be a crapshoot. Who knows what people traded in? Who knows what somebody had? But if you go into a record store, there's going to be a misfit section. So walk right there and see if this CD is there. Even if it's there for $50-$60, you can sell it for $200. Pick it up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now Mom has not sold any $200 CDs lately, but my mom's 82. We just heard that, and music ain't her jam. Apparently, big things are. But look, she sold this Elvis CD for $10. What'd you pay for that, Seal?
A quarter.
Nice.
All mine are usually a quarter when I go.
She sold this Prince CD, which we had to talk. Her title was very lacking, but she sold it for $8. And this CD is still readily available, so you weren't going to sell it for a ton.
Yeah.
And then she sold a Nat King Cole cassette,
which I'd had for a while, but finally went.
3 Jimmy Buffett cassettes.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom, so extra, sold a reel-to-reel for $30.
Yeah.
And no records in the last 90 days, but she did sell a record holder.
Yes, I did.
So
that was
look,
a nice one too.
My mom's good at selling, but she's doing really well at selling media. So if she can do it, anybody can do it. And that's not slighting my mother. No. That's just saying she listened to me. She uses her phone. She's got to figure it out, and she can go find things.
Yeah.
Ever since, I think she could find more. But.
Oh, I'm sure I do too. But ever since the phone thing on the eBay app now, I love that. That helps me a lot.
So we're going to talk about all that a week from Tuesday. Get signed up, flippincds.com, and I look forward to seeing you all there.
Okay.
All right. Before we get to our haul, I have taken on the nickname of the Cock, and it's not what you think. It is KOC. I am the king of coincidences, and it happens to me every single day. I call my mom every time it happens. She's like, this is crazy how much it happens to you. And so, for instance, on Tuesday, I was eating breakfast, and I was watching a making of The Dukes of Hazzard, the old TV show. I go to work. The offer I get when I step into work is for the Dukes of Hazzard box set. So that is what happens to me all the time. So my mom. Oh, yeah. So I had this little graphic. Okay. So coincidence, believe it. Oops. Or not. So Thursday, I have my assistant shoot this video of this clock I have. It is the flip clock, and I opted to do time lapse so we could see a bunch of minutes drop. And more importantly, when it gets to 29, the customer can then see they both work. Now, of course, probably should have done it at the top of an hour so you can see all three of them work. But this way, you're not just seeing a minute drop, you're seeing a bunch of minutes. And in about 2 seconds here, you will see the 30 drop. So we shot this video on Thursday. The first thing I do when I get to work in the morning, and we all look at Mom's recent sales, and let's see what Mom sold. Oops. Let me put the right thing up there. Come on. The exact same clock. I'm not talking just the same brand. It's the same model, too.
Yeah.
The exact Same. That is being the king of coincidences until this. So we've had this Costco cart laying around my office for over a year. Mom sells. And I'm like, okay, Crystal, you clean it. She cleaned it. Zoe, go take pictures of it. This again was on Friday. I said, we'll get it listed next week. Hey, Mom, what'd you sell this weekend?
Today. I'm glad Jason brought this up. I'm going to say this, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Do not, you hear me? Do not pass up these carts. They have been selling since I started selling the carts probably about 10 years ago, Jason. My first one was $5. I have sold every cart I've ever found, every single one. Some take a little longer than others, but mostly they move pretty quick, especially the avocado green, good color. Didn't have the handles on the top, but didn't make any
I was
difference.
going to say, mine's got the handles.
Yeah. Mine did not have the handles.
And mine does. You can kind of see it. Mine has a plug like yours.
Yeah.
You can plug multiple things in.
Paid $28 for this, guys, and took the full price of the $149. But I can't say it enough. Now, when we go to ship these, do I ship them like that? No. We unassemble them. You have that picture, JT? We unassemble them.
Oh, they're going to show it live.
No. Oh, no, it's in the kitchen.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. I need the weights and measurements, so I don't have to do it myself beforehand.
Oh, okay. All right. We can do that. We can do that.
This I paid $15, and it's been in my office for over a year.
Did you? Is it up for sale now?
No. We took the pictures on Friday, and then you sold yours today. I'm like, I am the king of coincidence. So hold on, let me get that picture from Dad. I thought you were going to show it live.
Yeah, I mean, the very first cart I bought was yellow and very rusty. Even if it's rusty, buy it. The avocado green one has some rust on it. This first yellow one that I purchased was very rusty, and I thought, oh, guys, anybody going to want these? And because I started to look them up a little bit, and definitely they do. So even if they're really rusty, there they are. So there's the cart, you guys. As you can see, the trays are in the bigger part, and then Dad just adds a smaller box for the extension of the legs, because the legs are in the box, but then there's of course some sticking out. So that's how we do it.
There you go.
That's how we do it. It takes a while, but you can't hate that.
Now, who's going to repaint? That's too much work, Deborah.
No. I have sold some that have been repainted. They don't bring quite as much money, but they still bring money. Yeah, it has a chimney, right, Elisa? It does. So that's how we do it. Definitely take them apart. You say that in your description. I always say we'll ship unassembled. Always. Okay.
All right.
So we'll see. I'm going to start this way. Since you said vinyl is making a comeback, do you think these will make a comeback?
78s.
No. Well, I guess they are, but they're thick. They're Edison.
Oh, that's one record.
Yeah, that's one record, and I have 3.
Man, I forget what those are called.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got it in my. I don't know. I did some search, but they all go by Edison.
Yeah.
And I paid nothing for these because they were in a batch of stuff, and I've got them up for $30. Okay, all right. I've never heard of this little toy. Jason, did you ever hear of a Moonie?
Oh, yeah.
How come Mom didn't know this?
Stick it in the back of your window and you can squeeze the bulb.
Yeah, because here he is. There's where you stick it. Let's see if I can make him work, hopefully. No.
Naughty mommy.
Oh, I got the tickle. Hold on.
All right, I'm muting you.
Okay.
All right, while she's muted, I'll show a couple things. What the heck? Let's get her. All right, I was at Buffalo Exchange yesterday, trading in junk, like junk, and they give me $100 for like a handful of it. And so here's a couple of things I got. I got this awesome Oogie Boogie tie-dyed Spirit jersey. And here's what's crazy. See how cool this is on the back? And it says Oogie Boogie. Majority of the people selling this show this side. This side, although tie-dye is boring as hell, this is where the magic is on the back. So yes, I paid $17 for that. Probably get around $50 for it. If you don't know Dixon, and I did a whole webinar in the Secret Beach on it, Dixon is the hot flannel shirt company of the moment. And what's nice about Dixon is every shirt has a name. So it's super easy to look up. Like there's no hard work. You just type Dixon and Ciadella for this one, but they have things like Freddy Krueger and I'm drawing a blank. There's Jason Voorhees and there's the band Rancid. So those are the kind of things that you look for. And then I'm gonna ask my mom this question. Let me take her off mute. You done choking there, Mom?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good. Okay. You know the band Iron Maiden?
Yes.
What do you think the color of most of their t-shirts are?
Black.
Black. So my wife and I love Iron Maiden. We have a huge collection of shirts for both of us. But I bought my wife an Iron Maiden shirt, and she goes, "I just told you I had too many." I go, "This is unlike any Iron Maiden shirt I'd ever seen," and I loved it. And she agreed. She loves it too, so she's excited I bought it for her.
Oh wow.
How's that for fun?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Blue with bleach. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool as hell. And it's official Iron Maiden. It's their logo in there.
Cool.
Iron Maiden. So I got that for my honey. Okay, back to you.
All right. Okay. By the way, on the Mooney, I paid $8 for it. I have it up for $35, guys.
Nice.
Okay. This was in one of our estate auction sales.
I always love a good globe.
Yeah, globes always sell pretty well, you guys. We paid $5 for this. I have it up for 30. Okay, but yeah, we've sold a few in the past, so that's it. Now let's get another one. Okay, these always sell. Always sell. These are the banker's desk lamps.
Nice.
Yeah, this was in good shape. It was in a garage sale, filthy dirty. I paid a whopping. Are you ready for this? $2. I have it up for 50. Everybody, but yeah, the banker's lights always sell. Okay. Of course, needless to say, I'm thrilled to death my garage sales are back.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's been really good. Okay, this was at a garage sale I stopped the other day. I did pay $10 for this. It's the mash vodka decanter, brand new. It hasn't never been used, Jason. It's just brand new in the box, you guys. So I did pay $10 for it, but I have it up for 50 on the mash.
Uncle Nee had one in his 3-story condo.
Yep, I remember.
The one he'd share with Toke.
Yep. Okay, this was an estate auction. As soon as I saw it, I knew exactly what this was. This is by Buyer's Choice Carolers, everybody. This is the Peggy horse. Yeah. And I only paid $10 for it, but he doesn't sell as much as I was hoping he would. I have him up for 50. He's got a couple of things wrong with him. He's missing the handle on the broom, but I just left it there. I said that in my description, but I knew it was the Buyer's Choice horse right away, and they didn't in their description, so I think that kind of helped me get it at the lower price. Okay, all right. This Starbucks sipper, Jace, I paid 50 cents. They sell for $20. Okay, so but what happened?
You paid 50 cents.
Yeah, 2 Peggy quarters. 2 Peggy quarters. There, you guys. All right, then okay, where's my sticker? Where's my sticker? Okay, here it is. I've never seen these, Jason. These are in the Muppets. 3 of them. We got Animal, Fozzie, and Miss Piggy. Okay.
Hockey players.
Yeah, they're hockey players. And that's the wrong one. Here it is. Okay. So for the 3 of them, I paid $6, and I have them up for $30, around $10 a piece. So we'll see if I get lucky with that. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Okay. Okay. This was just sitting there at a garage sale for $1. It's a waste basket. Okay.
Oh, nice.
And heavy. And these are selling. These are selling very well. I got them up for $24. Okay. But isn't he cute? By the way, if anybody wants any of these goodies,
all for sale. Reach out to me or my mom, and both of us will be happy to cut you a deal.
Now, some of you know Jim Shore, I'm sure. It's a name that we've talked about.
Lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Yeah, this is a birdhouse, actually. As you can see, here's the thing. Here's the Jim Shore on the bottom.
Very nice.
Okay, and I paid $5 for this. I have them up for $49.99. This is very sought after, so I'm hoping that this one moves pretty quick.
Cool.
Yeah. And okay, got to give your dad credit on this old timer. This is an antique. Does anybody know what this is? I'm going to give you a minute to think about it, and if you do, answer in the chat while I bring up something else. Okay, see if you guys know what that is.
Mystery item.
Yes, mystery item. Okay. All right. Well, this was paired with the buyer's killer horse. They had about 2 or 3
Show it
items.
up a little higher. What's the plaque say?
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
Can you see it? It says horses of 1939.
Okay, got it.
But as we studied it closer, these pictures are actually cigarette cards, Jace, that they came in the pack of cigarettes. Okay.
Cool.
And what's nice is the whole history is on the back here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So these bring some decent money. We paid $14 for this, and I have this up for $50. Okay.
All right, I'm confused by the answers. Are you guys saying mandolin like the
mandolin veggie slicer? No. Okay. Wait a minute, friends. Okay.
So are you guys saying mandolin like the little instrument that's shaped like a guitar?
Yes.
Hold that back up, Seal.
What? No. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get it.
And so many of you said
I do see it. I do see a correct.
Oh, it's a type of slicer. Got it.
Correct.
I thought you guys were saying the guitar. I'm like, everyone's drinking today, but me.
No, and it is a cabbage slicer. So I think Francis Bowman has that. Someone else had a vegetable slicer. Kathy did. So yes, paid $1 for this. Guy's up. Have it up for $20. They don't bring.
I learned something new today.
Yeah, they don't bring up a whole lot of money. Okay, my sister had a garage sale over the weekend. And I know they just want to price.
And she knows what her sister, my mom, does for a living.
I know. And so I went there. I mean, I hate to buy it at the cheapy price, but that's what they had on it. So that's what I paid. And I said, but then I helped her sell some other stuff too. So anyways, all right. So I picked up, she has $7.50 on this one. Okay. It's a Lily makeup brush set, brand new. They've never been used. Okay. And these sell for $28 to $30. Isn't that cute? I mean, I got on my Lily top tonight, as a matter of fact. Okay. Then, oh, geez, I got to be careful here. There's pieces and parts on this one. Okay. This here is by Lily, as you can see. And in there, I paid $10 for it, guys. Okay. In here are some grapefruit picks, okay, pineapples and flamingos, if you can see those, okay. And then there's the set of dishes in there that's brand new, and there's and the silverware, okay. So it never been used, brand new, picnic set. I'm going to list this for $40, okay.
Yep, Kathy, that is the same sister, so she knows clearly what mom does. She even attended my class. She was selling these dollhouses for $25 that were worth $200.
Oh, I know. I helped her. I helped her put them on Facebook. Oh yeah. I couldn't believe it. I said, you're making me nervous with these prices that you're giving away. Okay, and here's a nice Lily picnic cooler bag. Jason, it is a cooler. Got all kinds of compartments. I'm not going to undo it. It has a couple of glasses with it. The picnic, where is it? Picnic cooler, paid $15. They sell between $40 and $50. Okay, so that's a nice one. All right. Okay. Now let me think. All right, Jason, I got to move some stuff. You want to show something? Okay.
All right. So the reason I was at Buffalo yesterday was I had seen some shirts that were going on sale, and I wanted to pick them up. So they were 50% off yesterday. That's why I wanted to take the crap in. They gave me $100. And so I don't know if you ever heard of the brand Psycho Bunny, but it's a European brand that's made its way to the States many years ago. But it's big in the big and tall guy community. So one of the major brands in the big and tall stores is Psycho Bunny. And they make a lot of t-shirts, a lot of polos, jeans, swim trunks, that kind of stuff. So someone traded in their entire Psycho Bunny 3XL t-shirt collection in amazing shape. And so when these are new, these are the kind of shirts like a Polo Ralph Lauren or Tommy Bahama or Nautica. They're like $100 plus. So I got all these for $10. So here's this one. So it's a bunny with the crossbones on the bottom. Here's this one. The bummer is I wear 2XLT. These are 3Xs, and they're cut radically different, and they should be because they're two different sizes. I was hoping I could wear them, and not feeling it. Yeah. Yeah, I knew no one else was going to pay attention to these when they went half off. Now, they'd be 75% off at the end of the month, but I wasn't going to wait for that. And then this one, the graphic is on the back. All right, so if you know Psycho Bunny, find it. Regular size stuff does well. The big and tall does really well. Oh, wait. Apparently I wasn't done.
Whoop.
There's another one. Okay. And then this was also on sale for $8. And this is a vintage shirt. No brand, but it does have a tag and a style number. I've got the paper tag in it. But I think my wife has already called this because she loves it.
Oh, it's nice.
So it's just a denim print. So very 70s. So very 70s. So she wants that along with her Iron Maiden. Okay. This is an old shirt. It's on a Hanes tag, made in the USA. 100% cotton. So there's the tag. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what I loved about it, not that it was vintage, but the message.
You know, mom and dad loved disco back in the day, and oh my God, so many people hated it, but it was huge. We went dancing and disco danced constantly. We had such a good time with that.
Not so much a belly shirt, just not cut to my body. So I like it everything longer, but it's not that bad. You know, I live in Las Vegas where UNLV is. We've talked in the past about vintage shirts. Screen Stars Best is one of the brands to look for.
Yeah.
So these Screen Stars Best made in the USA, 50/50 cotton. And this is from when UNLV made to the Final Four in 1991. And it's really good shape for being as old as it is. And Heather Gray, which usually, you know, if you have sweaty armpits, they'll get stained. This is amazing shape. So
nice.
Pick that up for like $1 or $2. And then got this motorcycle riding outfit. So this is Stellar Motor brand. And it's full coveralls.
Nice.
And paid I think I paid $15 for that. And it's a medium and probably about $75.
Nice.
Now I'll finish out this little bin right here, and then I'll hand it back to you, Seal.
Okay, honey.
Then I had to stop at Savers yesterday because of all this cleaning. I had a lot of stuff to donate. So I took 4 big bins over, got rid of it, and even in Savers found these awesome Ralph Lauren Polo Jeans Company plaid cargo shorts. But guess what? They're my size.
Oh, are you keeping them?
But you could definitely sell them.
Uh-huh.
And then not my size, but Vans. They've been a skateboard shoe company forever. They also make clothes. This is the Vans Sex Pistol swim trunks. So these were cool and not too expensive. And no, these were from Buffalo Exchange, half off, $8. $8 nice. They sell for like 45.
Oh, good.
And this was definitely at Savers. It's our sworn enemy. However, it's new with tags, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. And so this is NFL team apparel, Pittsburgh Steelers shirt. It's got the hologram sticker, legit. And I had 30% off, so I got it for $90. $90. I got it for $9, and it's new with tags. Still got the JCPenney tag on it.
Nice.
And we're already talking about football because they're already in training camps.
Right.
Now, who's old? Raise your hand. You know you're old when I'm going to show you amazing find here in a second that you're all going to be excited about. But this was my most exciting purchase at Savers the other day because I've been thinking about this. I take 6 pills in the morning, pills and vitamins, and 2 pills at night. I got 3 pill holders that I needed for $3. Look at this. And someone labeled this already.
Oh my.
Yeah. So talk about an exciting find. I've been waiting to find them cheap at Savers. Boom. Right. 3 sets.
I love that.
And then this was at Savers. I had 25% off. Look at
Oh,
this.
that's cool.
Look at that
Yeah,
sailboat on a piece of burlwood.
yeah, very nice.
That's bitching. And my first ever good Pyrex score.
Oh,
New card came out and it was on the cart and I saw it and I got excited and I looked up, make sure it was worth it. And it said for the display case. So the woman who was working the cart didn't see me take it off the cart.
oh,
So I am sure there was at some point where she went to the display case and went, where's my Pyrex? All right, so those Pyrex. I got this big casserole dish.
oh, turquoise, a good one, good one. Yep.
Really good shape.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a little cleaned. Bottom looks nice.
Uh-huh.
And then sitting inside of it was the matching white one with lid.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're gonna make some money there, Jay.
They paid $27 for, as they said, 3 pieces. So
yeah.
So very excited.
No, you should be because you got some good ones.
My pill holder, but very excited. Every day I open the things, I'm like, I'm an idiot. I got to just get the pill holder so I can just fill them once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I have ours. Okay,
wait, last thing from that Savers.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what you see in this picture, Ma. What's good in here?
Well, the little truck.
I'd ask anyone, but this specifically from my mom.
I'm trying.
Anyone see anything good in there?
Well, I'm looking. I'm not quite sure what that statue guy is, Jace.
Salt shaker.
Oh, is that what it was? Well, I'm looking at the little truck and the horse van over there. No?
Nope. It was a salt shaker.
Oh, it was a salt shaker. Okay.
So this is very much tiki adjacent.
Uh-huh.
There was a time back in the day when Trader Vic's had Mexican restaurants. And they were called Senior Picos.
Oh.
And this is the salt shaker from Senior Picos.
Oh, sweet.
Marked 1964.
Woohoo.
Bummer, didn't have the pepper. But when you collect tiki, if you find one of a set, you definitely grab them. So there's someone in my tiki world that has the pepper shaker waiting for me to find the salt shaker.
That's right.
So I'll put those together. So not technically tiki, but definitely in the tiki world.
Yeah. Very cool.
Nice job, Deborah. Showing me up on my little score.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, well, you got some good money on yours coming, honey. You do.
Oops. All right, back to you, Ma.
Okay. All right. So I'm continuing on with a little more Lily, only in the jewelry end of it. Okay. And besides that, she had even the nice boxes, that they came in all read up. So here's a bangle that she had a whopping $5 on it. It's got starfish on it. It's just, the kind that opens up real easy. I should get $25 to $30 on that bracelet. Okay. Then she's got this bangle, and the lily is right there on it, with the pink rhinestone inlays. Again, she had $5. Oh, this isn't Lily. I'm sorry. This is Michael Kors. So that's hot pink, and I will list that for $40. She had $5 on it. Okay.
I'm excited for you, Deborah.
Yeah. Okay. Here's new tag. Here's the tag. These are the 3 bangles with the tassels, and she had how much did she have on here? Oh, she had $10 new. Yeah, is selling these for $45 to $50, guys. These are worth some nice bucks. Okay.
I mean, this could have been her foray into eBay. All things easy to ship.
I know. And look at the nice bags. The bags add to the money. Okay, look at this one. New tag. Great looking necklace. It's got the cowrie seashells mixed in there. Colors with that. This originally sold for $88, everybody. I bought it from my sister for $5.
Jesus.
I know. I'm going to put $55 on this. This is a beauty. And another bag. Got the bags. And these are the at one point the tassel thing was very big with Lily. Very, very big. These are some pierced earrings. Okay. And these were free. She gave them to me. She says, just take them. And I will sell these for $25. Okay. And a couple more bags. We had a bag for everything. And this last piece also new a tag. This is a beautiful piece. It's a it's a little, sorry, a little tangled, but it's got the pink pendant on it, and that hangs down, so it's very long. And let's see, I'm going to sell that for 50. I bought it for 5. It originally sold for $78, you guys. From
Kathy
that.
wants to go to her yard sale.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, and then she had the beaded one here to go with one of the bags for $3 for this one, and those sell between 15 and 20. So there's my crazy sister. What can I say? What can I say? Okay. All right. Pick this up at a garage sale. The MTV CD holder, Jace. Oops. It holds, I think, 24 CDs.
Hey, angle your camera down a little bit. It's like you.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Let me.
It's like
better?
you shrank. There you go.
Sorry. And it holds 24 CDs. So
Nice.
These sell for around $25. Okay. All right. So then I stop at this antique mall that we haven't been to in quite a while, and we're picking up a couple of things here and there, and we come upon this booth that is going out of business. Everything in the booth is 90% off.
I was give it away at that point.
I couldn't believe it. I know. So I'm going to show you a few things that we purchased. Okay. This is a nice vintage fondue pot, guys. It also comes with the sterno can. How many fondue? I still like fondue, and I haven't done it in a long, long time, Jace. So I paid $2.50, so she had $25 on it, and I will list that for $34.99 on the fondue set. Okay. Oh, I'm going to save that for the end. Okay. All right, then these melamine dishes, they're heavy. I've never seen such heavy ones, Jace. And they're thick, too. And so these end up costing us $2.20. I have them up for $25. Boop, boop. Thank God they don't break.
Break them.
I know. Man.
And smash.
And I love this little paint by number. Isn't that cute?
Oh, that's fun.
I know. I like that. So let's see. I paid $2.40. I have this one up for $18.99. Okay. And speaking of puzzles, totally sealed, Leonardo da Vinci. What did I pay for? $1.70. So she had it up for $17. So $27.90 is what I've got it up for, guys. Okay. And it's 1,000 piece, Jason, sealed. All right. And then we have this beautiful monkey pot set. It's the got the fork and spoon, which you don't always see.
Yeah, I never bought a monkey pot.
Yeah, wait a minute. I know. You've got the 6 salad bowls. They all look like this. They look like seashells. Okay. And this is the big salad bowl. See? So that I paid $6 for, and I have it up for $40. I mean, we couldn't put stuff in our cart quick enough. And then people thought that we were crazy. All right. Then this was their JT, like this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the Treasure Craft Hawaiian girl and guy. And we paid $6, and I have them up for $90, Jason. Yeah, they're getting big money for these now, which I was quite surprised myself, for that.
Yeah, those definitely have gone up in the last year or so.
And last but not least, we looked at that, and I said, well, what the heck is this thing? I didn't know. Dad didn't know. So we started to look it up. It's a lamp. It's an LED lamp. And it has 1, 2, 3 different settings. Yeah. And it's really quite bright. It's called a Carrie, Carrie, resistible LED lamp. We paid, it was $58 in her booth, so we paid $5.80, and I have it up for $95. So I'll let you know how we do with that. Okay. All right. Before I get, we just sold some wallpaper borders, and these we picked up for $0.25 each. Okay, you guys, I forget what the design is. We've got, I don't know. Oh, it's like rubber duckies for kids' room.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
Wallpaper borders bring you good money. These will probably put both of these up for around $25-$30, everybody. So don't pass up wallpaper borders. They're pretty decent. All right, my last tip and my last part of the haul. Oh no, I got one more big thing. Hold on.
Now, there's the time my mom walks off camera to get the giant thing.
Yes, you know how that goes, guys.
Yeah. I mean, can it be a haul without mom having something big?
Oh, no, of course not. Of course not. Okay. All right. This was in that garage sale that was filthy dirty. I picked this up for $3. Make you holla. It is a Coors Extra Gold beer sign.
Man,
Lights up.
$3.
$3, everybody. And I'm going to list this for about 75 bucks. And it's in pretty good shape. Get a couple of cracked corners are a little bit beat. See there, Jace?
Yep.
I will mention that. Oops, where are you? With the corners. But other than that, not too bad. Okay. Nerdy. Okay. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Oh,
Yep.
One more thing before I get into the last round. Okay. This was part of our estate finds, one of our auctions, I should say. It's a great clock. Yeah, this is it's called a Vericron, Jason. I ship's wheel. We paid $5 for it. I have it up for 52 bucks. And I did do a video because the secondhand does work. It's a very
Speaking of videos, I meant to show yours on your clock because you only showed one. You shot it in regular video.
I did.
And you only showed one dropping down.
That's right. I only did that. Okay. My last few items.
Hey, Swoop. No, long time no see.
Because since I've been going, to garage sales, my tip to everybody out there is tons of Halloween stuff at sales. Tons.
Right.
I'm seeing so much of it. And the last few things I'm going to show you are all Halloween related. But don't pass them up. Your costumes and decorations and all that kind of thing. But it's been so plentiful in my area. It's crazy. So, okay, let's start with something simple. I almost wasn't. The lady just threw these in. She said, "I'll just take them," but they sell.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a tickle.
Okay.
Okay, so these she gave them to you. So they for the pair $9.99. Okay, all right. This was a whopping $1. Okay?
Look at that.
And she says, "Well, it doesn't really work, She said that to Dad, and Dad says, "Well, did you put any batteries in it?" And she said, "No." Well, here's the tester.
It doesn't really work.
Yeah, it doesn't really work. So all we did was come home and put batteries in it. And so I did do my video, and he changed his colors.
You're right. It doesn't work when you don't have any batteries in it.
Yeah, I thought that was
truthful.
Kind of stupid on her part. But yeah, I think I have this up for 40 bucks, you guys.
Nice.
I paid a whopping $1. Okay. Then she also had this. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, fiber optic.
Yes, a fiber optic, new in the box, dated 2003, that she never took out. Okay, this was only $5, and I have it up for 80 bucks, guys. So we'll see how we do that. Fiber optics, and as we've talked about also in the past, have always sold well for me.
They remind me of something I want to share.
Yeah. Okay. And I've always done well with blow-ups, and I know a lot of you know I have. These are 3-stack goes. I paid $2 for this, and I will list it for $35. Okay. And that was 3 feet tall. Then we've got the pumpkin that is 5 feet tall. And the pumpkin I paid $3, and I have him up for 45. And I will do a video on these, you guys, and blow them up and, show them that way as well. So that will be for that. Okay. 2 things left, Jace. They're pretty big. And they're Halloween related. So let me get one first. Okay. All right. I'm coming. All right, you guys.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So we hit this sink. And let me get her over there. There she is. Okay. And she was $25. And wait a minute, where's my papers? Here, there. The witch will sell, hopefully, for $90. Okay. And it's funny though, Jason, look at that. In all of the ones that I've seen like this, they're just white in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've never seen that happen before. And with the same person, she had $50 on these things, and I got her down to the 25.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. And there's this guy.
Awesome.
And I will be putting up for $130. He sells pretty well, and he's different. And his little sign does change. It says "boo" on the other side. So
nice.
So there. That's it, guys. There we go.
I got a little bit more here.
Okay, good.
All right. So, yesterday I was with my assistant at a thing called Totally Rad. It's
Totally Rad.
Vintage clothing mainly, but there's a lot of toys and other things too. By pure luck, when Stacey and I were in Minneapolis last summer, the Totally Rad, which is I think started in Minneapolis, was happening that weekend. It was in a giant barn type space on a county fair type grounds, and it wasn't really all that well air conditioned. But yesterday here in Vegas, it was very nicely air conditioned. First time here in Vegas, not as big as Minneapolis, but I knew a lot of the vendors. I was talking to them, and they said at 10 o'clock, the crush of people was insane.
Mm-hmm.
And I got there at noon, and we stayed till 2. And at 2, there were still a ton of people shopping. So people who had that mentality of, oh, shit, I wasn't first. There's going to be nothing left. And like I said, I got there at noon, and we got all kinds of great stuff. Now, this is cool. I haven't looked it up yet.
Oh.
Bob Taylor's Ranch House is a restaurant that's been here since the 40s. And to see this giant patch, and I got 2 of them, is pretty crazy. So it wasn't even called Bob Taylor's yet. So this has got to be an old patch. Those all sell in my booth at the antique mall.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
This one guy had just racks and racks and racks of clothing, and he had 2 booths. And he came from Minneapolis. I'm like, that's a long drive with all this clothes. So he was running all kinds of deals. I'll show you what I got from him, and I'll tell you what I paid. Because this was marked. Oh, I'll tell you what it's marked. $50. This is the Edge, $19.99, extra large, game day.
Oh, wow.
Green Bay Packers long sleeve shirt, and all the tags.
Oh, nice.
So older NFL stuff always does well, especially with the newer tags. So I got that. I've got this awesome. Have you ever sold the Big Mac shirts from JCPenney?
No.
And then what they did back in the day was they would customize it. So you'd pick out what you wanted. So this person went for snowflakes and a skier.
Oh, nice.
And then unrelated on the back.
Cool.
But this he had originally priced at $40, but it was on the $10 rack. And this is worn and beat, but I'm thinking the kids nowadays like these older shirts like this. Extra large, 50-50 heavyweight jerseys t-shirt. And it's beat, but well loved.
Oh, wow.
And then the back says the world on time. So I got that. And then my buddy Boris, who was he lives in LA, was partying with him in Vegas last weekend. I found this shirt, so I'm sending it to him.
Oh, cool.
Because I was like, oh, you'll love that.
Yeah.
And then I got this Ralph Lauren polo.
Oh, that's nice.
Western shirt with the pearl snaps. New with tags.
Sweet.
He had 30 on this. I got all these pieces for $50.
Good deal.
This in the Green Bay will make me a lot of money. And then I can send Boris his. The other shirt will be just good. And then I found. Oh, excuse me. This was part of it. This is the last one. So I got all that for 50 plus this. This is. Where's the tag? A 3XLT, which is kind of my size. Wolverine, to kind of like a work brand
Mm-hmm.
denim shirt. Sherpa lined.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I got all that for $50.
Good deal.
And then I was walking around right at the end, and I found one more thing. And so I'll make my mom a little bit bigger here. So I ended up paying $8 for this. This is a Logo 7 made in the USA vintage sweatshirt. And Logo 7 was one of the companies, the brands that could make NFL stuff. So $7, probably from the 80s.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Two football teams in Ohio, both created by the same person, Paul Brown.
Yep.
And
same colors.
This would be a pretty sweet sweatshirt for somebody in Ohio.
Oh, yeah. They'll like that.
And I don't want to be left out. So let me show you my big things. Then we'll call it a day.
Ooh, what do we got?
Not super big, but in such amazing condition.
Ooh, nice.
Black velvet of a little Native American girl.
Nice.
I mean, just gorgeous. There's nothing wrong with it. That was at Savers for $5. By the way.
Good deal. Yep.
Thanks, Savers. All right. Ugh. If you don't know Trend Masters, you should. Right, Trend Masters.
Yep.
They make these fun Christmas things.
Oh yeah.
So this is a whole thing where the ice skate, the carousel goes around.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Now, here's the bummer. Here's a good thing. It was only $10 and sells between $125 and $150. Why a professional estate sale company would write on the box $10 is beyond me.
Yeah.
Because they price everything else with price tags. And I'm just like, doofuses. I will take that off of there. It'll damage the box a little bit, but this ain't so much about the box. It's about all the moving pieces, which are all there.
Yeah, that's a good find though, Jace.
Yep. So there's that. And now I definitely didn't want Mom to be alone. Let me get my big item.
Oh no.
From the Toscano catalog.
Oh no.
Bought at Savers. $40.
Oh, I like Toscano, so it might be something Mom likes.
Is a black rhino head.
Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that.
To hang on your wall.
Yeah. That's a beauty.
Now the bummer, what I figured out on Friday when we were taking pictures, there was a piece that you would anchor into the wall to a stud, and then this would slide on it. So whoever donated this didn't take that piece off the wall.
Gotcha.
It'll still sell, but it was a bummer when I realized there's no real way to hang it right this second.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's my big piece.
Well, make sure you put some noodles around those horns.
Yeah, no kidding.
Beauty. Nice job, guy. I lost you. You turned your mic off. It's not red.
I said, there's our thrift haul. Yeah, I could add a 0 to the 10. Smart thinking, Donna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an idea. Yes, for sure. Why not? But yeah, so hope we gave you some good tips tonight, everybody. Get out and buy that Halloween stuff. It's out there. That's for darn sure. Mommy's. I just couldn't believe everything that I was seeing. So, find your Costco carts. Let me know. I
also have a Costco chair like you sold too.
Yeah,
laying around here for even longer. It's been here about 3 years.
Yeah. Well, I got to go find some more Costco carts. I'll tell you, I found some of these. Sometimes when we're looking at estate auctions items, they'll have like a TV sitting on the cart, so people don't pay any attention to the cart, but that goes along with the TV, and it's a Costco cart. I mean, we bought 2 like that, Jace.
So, and don't forget, a week from Tuesday Flipping CDs 2025. All new for 2025. I'm going to either make you a full-time media seller or a part-time one who can add a couple $100 a month here and there to your bottom line. And the best part, look, I've said this a million times. The best part about CDs, they're all this size and they weigh 3 ounces and they mail in a mailer and that's it. You don't got to pack a Costco cart. You don't got to pack a giant black rhino head. You have to pack a 4-ounce square. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That is the joys of flipping CDs. And the second joy is it's the only product you'll sell that you can take out the product itself. Come on. And then put a fresh case on and it looks brand new. You can't do that with a book. You can't do that with jeans. You can't do that with a Costco card. You can only do that with CDs. Well, cassettes too. So
Yeah.
that's the joy of CDs. Easy to ship and easy to make it look like it's brand new still. So get signed up, flippingcds.com. Get that VIP. You'll get the awesome lists. And I'll see you ready to go next week from Tuesday
Cool.
at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And with that,
I'll be there.
this is being Thrifty Over 50. I'm your one host, Jay.
I'm Peg. Thanks, gang. Good to see you.
And we're gone. See everybody. Have a good thrifting summer. We'll see you again soon.
Happy Father's Day to all you fathers.
Yes. Happy Father's Day to Big Daddy.
Yep.
Yeah.